what's going on, YouTube? Just wanted to do a May 2017 month recap for everybody, and so I like to do that to document and to share my pickups and you know, what I pick up, why I pick it up. I've got a little bit of everything this month, mostly cheap generic bullion, while spots in the 16s. That's where I like to grab that. Got some community pours, a contest win, some coins, some bars for collection, all different types of stuff, some local stuff. So let's go ahead and dig into that and see what all I picked up. This first here, I'm going to show you 16 ounces of these RMC bars. These were picked up from Golden Eagle Coins for 79 cents over spot. They're random 1 ounce bars, and I just happened to get all RMC. Wasn't much of a variety or any variety, but it is what it is. You know, you order those cheap ones, sometimes you just get that, which is perfectly fine. Most of these will be melted into something else here pretty soon, hopefully, and save a couple of these. I have a couple people interested in some trades, so I'll keep on a couple of those for that. Here was my first order from them. These were actually a nice variety of mostly vintage. Here you can see Justice Mint, Father's Day, Jackson Precious Metals. Here we go. Let's back out a little bit, and we have Paul Revere, Freemason bar, just all sorts of different stuff. You can check these out online too when you get your hands on some of these vintage pieces. Of course, some of these have some pretty nice premiums attached to them. Benjamin Harrison, they are very collectible. You know, it's one of those things, I get them real close to spot. You know, you can get a chance to sell them on the secondary market and make some premiums on it, but if you don't feel like doing that, you could just keep them in the stack and, you know, sell them close to spot, because that's what you paid for it. I think it's a win-win in my book anyway. But plus they're a lot of fun to pick up. You'd be surprised at some of the premiums on some of these vintage pieces if you're unaware. They're awesome. I've picked up 1 ounce pieces before that I've paid, you know, the dollar over spot, and they were selling for $70, $80 bars. You know, they're out there, guys. You just got to look. This down here was Local Coin Shop, 1984 Prospectors. I picked up 10 of them. They're all perfect condition, all BU. And these I picked up locally. These in particular I picked up for $1.50 over spot. Sometimes I pay $2 over spot. Sometimes I pay $2.25. It just all depends on which local coin shop I go to and, you know, what type of mood they're in. But I work on relationships with all the guys, and this day we were chatting and he gave them to me for $1.50. So I'll take those prospectors at that price all day long. You know, usually I look for items like these. When I don't find that, I will look for stuff like this. So up here we have some random 10 ounce bars here that I picked up from Monarch Precious Metals. I believe these were 69 cents over spot. I got a 1982 Sunshine Mining bar, which I didn't have, which is pretty cool. And a Goldway. And you know, these aren't ones that sell for large amounts of money, but these vintage do bring premiums. So they're nice to have, and you know, I like 10 ounce bars. It's a good cheap generic size for me, and it's fun when you can get different older ones like that instead of all the same thing. This one I did pay a couple dollars over spot. This comes from Monarch Precious Metals as well. This is a poured piece, USS Constitution, and I don't know what's going on with my light here, guys. It's acting a little funny. I apologize for that, but I picked up that piece for a couple dollars over spot and was very happy to have it. Here are some of their new 2 ounce little chunky pieces. I do have quite a bit of Monarch Precious Metal poured silver because, well, it's good stuff, and usually their premiums are pretty darn low. Less than $2 over spot for most of their poured. You can find that deal anyway most of the time. So I do enjoy that. Up here, let's go ahead and start with my contest win from metalsmafia.com. Absolutely awesome contest where there was 13 prizes altogether. You could win up to 4. I won 3 for sharing at multiple places and being a member of metalsmafia.com. This first one here is Riley Family Bullion. This is a 2 ounce antiqued skull and crossbone piece that he donated for the contest. Absolutely awesome. Here I was very lucky to get a silver vessel bar, 2 ounce bar here. Beautiful. Let's zoom in on these and take a good look. So Vessel did a pour here. Just real stoked to have a Vessel bar. I know, you know, he's you know, he's a great part of our community. I know he's big on the community silver pours, and it's just nice to have one from him as well. You know, I work on my community pour collection as well. Here we have Tomoko's Enterprise. Zoom back out so it's not so shaky. He's got this cool 1.1 square, as you can see, with the design here on the bottom. It's just a really cool, neat bar. Here we have a limited edition piece from Pip-Boy himself. This is a Pick of Destiny. If you're familiar with Tenacious D, you'll know what this is. He did a limited run of these. I believe there's probably some still left. I haven't looked the last day or two, but there was some left last time I checked. You can get your hands on these through metalsmafia.com. I'm not certain if he has them up on his website yet or not. But I got number 13 there. It's a 4-ounce pour. Just a sweet, sweet bar. Here I have some killer pieces from the Bear, and the Bear is the man. Love his stuff. Love getting stuff from the Bear. Check out this killer Kit Kat bar that he has. 4.9. Look at that. That's just beautiful, guys. Love it. Just love it. And down here we got this killer battle axe. As you can see, the little skull teeth there on the side. One of my favorite pieces, period, right here. You know, I'll just give you an idea how thick this hilt of the sword is. This thing's got some heft to it. He's got a couple different finishes on here with the antique and the, you know, the shiny blade. Give you a look at some of this down here. Just a really cool, just a really neat piece. Just a really neat piece. He does great work in the sand, and these submachine guns and rifle here, you know, same thing from him. Just real cool pieces. Here we got a bayonet piece, dark and shiny. So that was a few ounces there for sure from the Bear. Over here, moving on, I was working on my lunar, 100 gram, 1 and 10. This is the lunar set that I collect. I don't collect the Perth stuff, but here we go. Give you a look at that. I just did a video on these two guys, so I picked up those three, and this True Happiness bar here, which I did not have yet. And up here I have some coins. These first two coins here come from a trade with Mike GPO. Thanks again, buddy. I really appreciate that. Got a 72 Voyager. That's 50% silver there. And a sterling Edward VII, 1906. 50-cent piece. Just love it. Ship dollar. I'll go through these kind of quick because I have these in videos before. Portuguese, 32. Un peso. 8 real, 38 pango from Hungary, Mexican silver, and the Ecuadorian big nose coin here, which is just a cool piece. And so that's what I picked up for May. Continuing to pick up quite a bit for myself, and a little over 100 ounces this past month, and you know, I've just been working. All this comes from sales of other items. Not a penny of this comes from my paycheck, guys, so I work real hard to pick this stuff up on the extra, and you know, working on bringing my costs down. The last 3 months I'm a little over 500 ounces, so I've been working real hard at it. For me, that's a lot of silver, and you know, I appreciate everybody watching, appreciate everybody checking it out. You know, let me know what you guys think of this last month's pickups, and thanks for stopping by.